All right. Happy Sunday, Utah. Kicking it off, we've got gorgeous weather to start your Sunday. You can see from some of the cameras in and around the state, dry roads, ample sunshine, and high pressure still in control. Uh, Shots coming in from around the region this morning. Mike Gibson, North Ogden, showing off some of the sunrise today. Temperatures are above average. Again, we hit low 50s yesterday. 51 was the high, 54 today. So we're more than 10 degrees above average. The record is 63. So more of the same. This is a pattern we saw throughout January, December, November, above average temperatures and below average precipitation for the most part. And that's where we're headed as we kick off February, unfortunately. So we'll kind of show you some of the numbers wrapping up January in just a moment. So ridge of high pressure does weaken some today into tomorrow as the trough out of the Pacific Northwest starts to move in. Monster storm system still working its way up the East Coast, bringing heavy snow, wind, and bitter cold. In fact, temperatures down in even Florida this morning, we're in the mid-20s in Orlando. We're now 33 there, but still teens and 20s for the Northeast compared to 34 in Salt Lake. So we're still a degree warmer in Salt Lake than they are in Orlando right now. We're expecting highs today to be about 10 degrees warmer than they will be. So with some of the wind across the Northeast, the snow, it feels like -3 in Boston. New York's at -5. 13 degrees in Atlanta. Some of the snowfall totals for North Carolina over a foot in some areas with some of the moisture that came down. And highs today expected to stay, as I mentioned, low 50s. Miami, we're 54 in Salt Lake, 61 in Vegas. Look at Phoenix, 84. I just had to double check that. I was like, is that accurate? Yeah, they're living the dream, I guess, this time of year with those kind of perfect temperatures. Forecast for us then, climbing pretty quickly to about 54, as I mentioned. Some of the high clouds are sticking around. Temperatures dipping into the mid-30s overnight. Should be a little bit above average into tomorrow with southwest flow picking up. And upper 60s in St. George today, almost 70 degrees. Well, that's going to be phenomenal for folks that live in Lower Washington County. If you're hitting the slopes, temperatures are above average. Feels more like spring skiing this afternoon as we climb into the low 40s. Heading out, though, around lunchtime, 37 degrees or so. Some of the high clouds are hanging on, as I mentioned. So overall, though, lots of sun today. Grab the sunblock, sunscreen if you're hitting the mountains because we're going to have plenty of sunshine come on through. So what cloud cover we're dealing with. Let me just kind of walk you through some of the southwest flow increasing as the storm system approaches. So here comes the increasing cloud cover. It's a dry system that's passing through into Monday. So we will see partly to mostly cloudy skies statewide into early Monday before it clears out. Northwest flow behind it keeps the moisture to the east of us. We're not expecting any showers from that system. And it's going to continue to lead to dry conditions. So dry January for the most part. Let's show you some of the numbers. Now that it's official climate record coming out for Salt Lake City, we had not record warm highs like December, November, but we were about 5 degrees above average for our daytime highs and about 3 degrees for our overnight lows. The graphic is just spinning on my other computer. Come on. We ended at 43.4 degrees. Normally we're 38.6, and then our lows overnight are usually supposed to be around 24 for the average for the month. We were 27.2 with just a trace of snow. It's record low amounts. Usually we have over a foot, and Weather Service posted a record low amount of precipitation, which this is usually one of our wetter months, only 0.42 versus 1.43 average. And so with the low amounts of moisture, no surprise here, record low snowpack. Now for today, if you notice the line here, thought I had a pointer, let's see. So 5.2 inches, we've now dipped below the previous record low or minimum snowfall amounts. Average is 9.1 for this day. So we need some really good storms to come on in, boost up those numbers where we're just looking pretty dismal right now. So central and southern Utah especially. So similar to last winter, just record low almost, or record low snowpack numbers, snow water equivalent numbers, which is the amount of water that's within our snowpack that we could melt out. So any change on the horizon? Well, we do have a few systems that are going to start to impact us. This first one, again, helping clean out our air primarily. Northwest flow cooling us off a little bit early next week. Otherwise, the ridge builds right back in, puts the lid over our valleys. We'll see hazy skies again through Friday. Next storm system, yeah, there's a little bit of moisture coming in with that. Southwest flow ahead of it will likely warm us up, actually, even more so into next week after we cool off a little bit. But as far as any precipitation goes, it's very limited. A few showers to the south of us, maybe a few in central southern mountain areas. Threw in a small threat for St. George. Don't suspect we'll really see much, if anything. In fact, this is through next Monday, just after lunchtime, but then models are hinting at beyond this week. The extended forecast into the next week shows we should have a little bit of snow. So maybe a bit of a pattern change on the horizon, although not all models are showing that's going to happen. So just a really bizarre, dry, crummy winter continuing for the first week of February. Feels like spring today. Again, nothing new where we've had more spring-like conditions throughout our winter. 50s for the Wasatch Front. Cache Valley 50, 53 in Evanston. Upper 40s in the Uinta Basin. Park City, St. George 68, 63 Kanab. Temperatures continue the trend of upper 60s, almost 70 degrees throughout much of this week. And a chance of rain, 66 as expected. Groundhog Day tomorrow. Again, the east dealing with lots of active weather while we sit high and dry. 54 Sunday, Monday. We dropped to the low 50s, and we'll be back to about 53 on Thursday, 54 Friday, and then partly cloudy skies come next weekend. No big chance of rain. Groundhog Day for tomorrow. So Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. 6 more weeks of winter. If he sees a shadow, if he doesn't see a shadow, it's an early spring. They should have, what is the forecast in Punxsutawney tomorrow? Not that it really matters. His accuracy is less than 30%. You might as well flip a coin. Mostly sunshine, so should see his shadow. 6 more weeks of winter, hopefully. That's what we need. Anyway, all right. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good Sunday. We'll see you next time.